Stengel. I am honored to be your evaluator today. I am going to evaluate you using the same method I used with Maya Group in the past, called the POPS method. P for positive, O for opportunities, and the final PS for professional speaking. First, I'll start with the positive, P. During the intro that you wrote, I'm sorry if I didn't hear it, but I didn't understand your credibility in leadership. When you approach the stage, I want to know, why is Kim Stengel a credible resource to talk about leadership, about leadership styles? You can establish that credibility in your intro. If you did it, I'm sorry, I didn't listen well. I thought that also something positive that you did, because you had an intro that was positive. I'm just giving you a pointer of how to help that. Something else that was positive that you did was you practiced the space simulation. She asked something on your note. She asked ahead of time, in those rooms in MD Anderson, she knows I've been there, are there stages in those rooms where I will present? No, there are not. So our starling, Kim, could not use the stage today. She chose not to and used the space, and that was great. So kudos to you. Also, I want to give everybody a pointer about using the stage versus the floor. Yvette, you got to watch out for this. Because you're up on the stage, you're bending down and talking to people. Talk to us with your eyes. Don't bend your body. Don't break your body. It diminishes your power. If you need to stop yourself from bending, take a step back. And then move forward when you can, but always be firm in your presence. You have something to say up here. This diminishes your message. You were very sure and confident overall. I know there are places where you're working it out. Cool, we understand that. I love the ending too. You had a great ending. You had experiential exercises. This entire summit is about experiential. Very good. You talked about, or at least demonstrated, communication, and then talked a great deal about leadership. Those two things, it's an experiential communication leadership summit, so check, check. You got those covered. You also mentioned the physical challenges. If you have problems standing or participating in some way, you had a contingency planned. And that's really good. I've been in situations before where people said, I can't get up and I can't do that, and they felt diminished in a way because I had asked everyone to do that. So it's great that you're planning for that ahead of time. O for opportunities, a couple opportunities. The musical timing in the beginning obviously was not worked out. And that was actually something positive that you did, was you included multimedia, but the opportunity is now to not let the multimedia upstage you. I felt like I would have rather heard you and your examples. You come in with lights, camera, action. You're a former opera star, for goodness sakes, on Broadway. I would love to see what you've learned about leadership. Give us an example from your life about the leadership styles that you experienced. Did you have a Harvey Weinstein in your life? I think that would be a marvelous thing. Then I've got why you're here and why you're talking about this. The clip seemed too long in the beginning. But your clips throughout, I get it. Once you started going with the cadence, I got it. I'm like, okay, I understand why they're there. Also, I didn't see a citation. I didn't hear where you're citing this leadership style stuff from. You may have said it, Kim. Again, I missed it. If somebody's going to tell me, give me information about leadership styles, about anything, I want to know, why should I listen to you? Where is this credible from? I want to know the resource, the source. In a workshop setting, this is for everyone, I am a teacher too, it's okay to break the fourth wall and be with the audience and read your screen. You can read your screen from back here, so you don't have to, because I agree with you. I'm glad you adjusted yourself, that you went, this ain't working. screw that. Right? You gotta feel that. It separates you from your audience, and in this, you wanna connect constantly. That's what will make it much more experiential. Evan Carmichael, no idea why that was there, but that's cool. Whatever you're talking about, you have to match the image to what you're speaking about. Seeing the whole chart, I didn't quite understand. I wasn't following it. At times, we didn't know how to respond. That's because we weren't quite connecting the dots. So you just have to only show us the part you want us to see that you're making a point about. Clearness is not a word. Clarity is the word.
I didn't copy her, I promise.
During the final piece, though, I thought you were talking too much over it. It was a powerful moment, and we were engaged in it.
Okay.
And then you started speaking. I have no idea what you said, but I kept hearing noise over here with this woman.
Okay.
So let us enjoy the moment.
Okay.
Use the silence.
Okay.
It's powerful. You know how to do that.
Okay.
For PS, professional speaking. I understand this is for a Toastmasters Summit audience. I get it. This is now the challenging piece. How do you use this for a professional speaking gig? I don't know who your paying audience would be. Why would Kim Stingle, this goes to my comment that I wanted to say for now, this goes to my comment of, why would I hire Kim Stingle to talk about leadership styles? I would hire Kim Stingle because of her experience in her past as a Broadway star. That's your niche.
Okay.
That is how you could get a special perspective, and I would pay for that because that's different.
Okay.
I've seen this stuff.
Okay.
How many people do this? I've seen that.
Okay.
And I would hire you for your perspective.
Okay.
So use that where you can. Also, I would hire you easily for your presence, your stage presence, your professionalism. For this topic, not yet. I wouldn't hire you yet. You work on bringing Kim into it. Yes, I would. Also, in terms of experiential, there are other things you can do besides how many. How many is one time. You
Okay.
use it one time. Don't overdo it.
Okay.
After that, I'm going to engage with an audience member. That might be a solution. You call somebody out or you ask for a volunteer.
Okay.
And from whatever they give you, allow them to respond, listen to it, reflect on how it connects to your message. And maybe we engage others with, wow, Camille, that's an awesome experience. Does anyone else have anything like that? Or does anyone have any kind of feedback they might give Camille? That way you just always are connecting to them because it's experiential. It's very helpful that way. You can also have you already have small group discussions, you have pairings, very good. I think I've covered everything. I wanted to make sure. There's chicken scratch in here, so if you can't understand something and I left some parts out, just ask. Thank you and congratulations, Kim.
Thanks,